Hello everyone, and this is video 4 on my websites created. Okay, so again, I would like to explain this simply and also in layman terms. You have the normal HTML snippets over here. The doc type, as usual, indicating that it is a modern HTML element with the language set to English, which helps the browsers to tell which language it is. Then we have the header. Elements put in the header aren't viewed or aren't used by the browser. Okay, so so our title is in the header, which is the title of the whole page. Then we link this HTML to an external CSS. You have the inline CSS and the external CSS. There are all ways you can use CSS in a website, but I'm using the external CSS, which makes it easier for me. The meta char sets being UTF-8, which allows all letters and symbols to work correctly with the meta name set to viewpoint, which makes our website mobile friendly. And that's it for the header. Then let's go to the body. The body On the body, everything here is visible on the web page. Have the navigation bar with its classes to nav bar. Then we have an ordered list, which will be displayed as the home, our mission, the training, the operator hire, all that in an ordered list. And there are also links, which is why the href is over here. Then let's move to the head section, which is the top banner. The head class as 0 and then the ID being home. This is the big welcome section at the top. It contains the main header, which is H1, then the P, which is for a paragraph. That is for short descriptions, like, for example, this: when mining and civil questions need mining and civil answers. This there is an example of a paragraph with the EHRF being links, a link with the BTN here, indicating even from our previous videos that it helps it act like it's a button. Then we have the session class, which is mission here. Then this content section explains our purpose. Then from there we enter our session class, which is for courses. And inside it, we have our div class to be courses list. This is a container for all course cards. Each course with this div class being course card. This is one training box or a card. Then we have our service, workplace, and equipment sections. These are normal information sections explaining operation hire, workforce solutions, and equipment hire. Each one uses section class services, which makes it easier to locate that all of them are in this place called services. Then the sections organize your page neatly. Then we have the footer. Then from there, we just go to our footer with its class being contact and its ID being contact. This is the bottom of your website that contains the address, the phone number, the email, and then the working hours. And with that, that is the ending of our HTML code. Now let's go to our CSS. So the CSS controls the color, the spacing, the font sizes, and layout of our HTML. Then you have the universal resets with the box sizing, the margin, and the padding. This removes unwanted spacing and makes all sizing accurate. Then to the body styling, where we have our font family being Arials and sans serif, and our line height 1.5, which changes font and improves readability. We go to our nav bar, giving it a background, then which makes the background dark. Then we have our nav list, and we've set our display to flex. We've justified the content to the center, and we've given the gap 20 pixels. This removes bullet points, uses flexbox, centers the menu, adds space between links. Then we have our nav lists, which makes links white. That's why the color here is set to white. And then it removes underlines, and then it adds clickable space to the HTML. Then we go to our hero section design, which centers the text or makes the text in the center. It adds big space and it adds light background with the hero.btn, which styles our contact button. So our section spacing, we have a section with the padding 60 and 20 pixels, which adds space inside every section. Then we have our section header 2, which centers all section titles. Then we have our cost cards using flex, which turns cards into a row layout, automatically moves to line text on small screens. Then with our cost card, each card resizes automatically and has a border and rounded edges. Then for our footer, this makes it a dark footer with light text and its content being centered. And also styles the email link. So let's run our code and see how it looks like. This is our code, and this is how it looks like.